Hey everybody, welcome to another grueling training session from Blue Collar Strength, i.e. my garage. So this one was an early morning session. I started around 5:30. Even though we're like isolating and staying away from everyone with this COVID thing, and I got the week off work and we're just stuck in the house, I wanted to get this done before the kids woke up. So got up early, got going out in the garage. So after some warm-up sets, a bunch of warm-up sets really, got into my main work of squats, which was 375 for 6 sets of 6, which is a ton of volume for me. Squatting 3 days a week. Just put out another video. I'm currently doing one of my favorite old standby programs for squats. It's my Russian squat program. So it's a 6-week, high volume, high frequency program. So go ahead and check that out. It's on my channel. I promise you it will do wonders to your squat, but it's a lot of hard work. So this is the highest volume day of the whole 6-week cycle, 6 sets of 6 at 375. So this was particularly brutal this morning because I was kind of rushing, trying to get this done, like I said, before the kids wake up. Girls have been getting up earlier and earlier all the time. So instead of preparing my usual breakfast, I had a Quest bar and a banana. So like the whole time I was doing these squats, I felt like I had a brick in my stomach and it just heartburn, and it was awful. Yeah, I wish I had some more excuses, but that was it. I ate a Quest bar and a banana. I'm not doing that again. But yeah, strength felt great, even though it was a little uncomfortable with my stomach and everything. Now, as the sets went on, this old hip thing I've been dealing with pretty much for 20 years started acting up. Wasn't really hurting, just got a little tight, which didn't affect my strength a whole lot. It just kind of like messed up my stance a bit with squats. So that's something I got to keep working on. And my brother, who happens to be a great physiotherapist with a lot of experience, give me some exercises to do to help alleviate that. It's just when I'm squatting 3 times a week, I really got to stay on top of that stuff. And I've also been getting some great help from awesome chiropractor here in Fort McMurray, who is a world caliber power lifter himself, Dr. McNeil. He's competed at world championships and stuff. But now with this self-isolating thing, one of my daughters is immunocompromised, so I've just been sticking to the house. I don't want to take any chances. I don't even know if he's open, so we'll just deal with it for now. So after that, moved on to some benching. Now, was training for a strongman contest. So, you know, like everything right now with this quarantine and the COVID-19, that's canceled. So I'm just getting back into some benching. Normally, I'd train my bench 3 or 4 days a week, but with the strongman training, the bench was really put on the back burner. So I was working overhead twice a week with a lot of volume instead, and just like doing enough benching to maintain. So just getting back into some benching with 4 sets of 6 at 225. And felt pretty light, which is good because it should feel pretty light because it was only 225, right? But I was kind of happy, you know. I'm not very technically advanced in any of my lifts. Like, I have the athletic ability of a sponge. So even though I've been training the power lifts for over 20 years, when I take any time off from a lift, I usually have a couple sessions where it feels awkward, even at lighter weights. So I was pretty pleased today. Like, my benching felt fine, didn't feel all awkward and shaky, felt like I had a good groove going. So I know it was only 225, but still, I was pretty pleased. And after all that squatting too, I was tired. So then we just moved on to some accessories, because after all those squats and the benching, this was already leading to be a pretty brutal training session. So just did 2 sets of heavy rows here. I did want to do some heavy rowing, because my other 2 training days a week, I'll be doing some deadlifting, but I just wanted to keep it to 2 sets. I don't want to wear myself out too much, because on Friday, I've got another big workout 2 days from now. Then we followed that up with some face pulls. This is a great exercise. If you're doing any accessories, I highly recommend face pulls. It's great for your rotators, your upper back, all that stuff, to keep your shoulders healthy. Just keep it light, keep the reps kind of higher. So we just did like 30 pounds for 3 sets of 12. Now, this is something I've posted a little bit about in some Facebook groups and stuff, and it's getting a lot of comments. this rock, I'm not sure how much it weighs. I just want to do some carries. I want to, any session where I'm not deadlifting, I want to finish out with some carries for conditioning. Now, I don't really have a lot of space in the garage. You end up just doing figure eights and stuff, and with all the turns, you don't get much time carrying the load. It doesn't become much of a conditioning workout. So now I've seen on Instagram some guys using sand dune stepper. You know, it's a lot better than stepping in place. Now, that's like almost $300 American, and we're in Canada. So I didn't really want to fork out the cash for that. So I went to Walmart and I got myself this big piece of foam. It was still a little too thin because you don't want to bottom the foam out, then it's not going to be as hard. So I just folded it over and taped it up with some black duct tape there. And this is really tough. Like, it's not so great as going up the street and taking off with the stone, but it's better than doing figure eights in the garage. I recommend you give it a try. And then we just finished with a couple seconds on this bike, and that was it.